What's up, everybody? This is Blue Flame back at it again with another video. This time we're going to talk about Darth Vader and other media. Now this can go for characters that essentially embody the essence of Darth Vader. Essentially that imposes fear, a character that any room he walks into, that is the character that is either the strongest in the room or is almost strongest in the room. Usually one character is ever able to beat them during their reign as supreme power, pretty much. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So I chose Sephiroth for this one because I think that Sephiroth definitely has those qualities, those Darth Vader qualities. He's very, he imposes fear essentially anywhere he goes. And he's also so incredibly dominant that no one else can really touch him. It takes a lot of hard work and teamwork for Cloud to even get a scratch on Sephiroth. So I think Sephiroth is definitely somebody that embodies the Darth Vader archetype. I picked Doomslayer next because no matter where Doomslayer walks into, again, everybody's afraid of him. Even the humans that he's trying to help out are afraid of him. Every step that he takes has weight to it. Every room that he walks into, he's going to kill everything. Any time that there's a demon around, he's going to take them out. And there's no one else is going to get in his way. And if something does get in his way, he's going to make sure they're dead too. So, Frieza. I picked Frieza. I almost made him the Emperor. I almost gave him the Emperor archetype, and he kind of fits into both. Now that I think about it, he kind of fits into both Darth Vader and Emperor. He's a galactic tyrant. He imposes fear wherever he goes. He does like to sit in his little bubble ship thing, and he barely has to lift a finger to take out most people in the Dragon Ball universe. Now, I kept it as Darth Vader because I still think there are limitations. There are characters that can beat him. Usually it's 1, 2, or 3 characters that can beat him at any point in the story. And he's definitely gotten his upgrades, especially now that he's got his golden form and his black form that he's got in the manga. So I think that he's definitely got that Darth Vader vibe to him. Maybe getting some Emperor vibes trickling in here and there, but yeah. And we got Nello Angelo's version of Virgil. Now, I picked this version of Virgil because I think that what we got from the Devil May Cry anime, I think this version of Virgil was a little bit more feared, especially the version that we got in the original Devil May Cry game. As soon as, we saw him and we started fighting him, he was a pretty hard character to fight against. And I think that any room that he walks into definitely imposes that fear, and we got to see that when we saw the Devil May Cry anime on Netflix. I think that he definitely has those Darth Vader qualities, and it shows from the game, and it shows from Netflix as well. Plus, he's got the fact that he has orders. He's taking orders from another person, another demon, which is Mundus. Mundus would essentially be the Emperor in this case. So, rule of two. Firelord Ozai. Now, I almost gave him the Emperor quality too, but he has more of an active role. Keep in mind, the Emperor he takes like a back seat. He lets Darth Vader do everything else pretty much, and the Emperor just takes a back seat, and he just watches as the galaxy becomes his by way of Darth Vader. And so I think that what Firelord Ozai does is that he imposes that fear, he backs it up, only one character can take him out, and no one can touch him. No one else can touch him. And so I think because he takes a more active role, I think he embodies a little bit more of Darth Vader than he does the Emperor. Yujiro Hanma, of course. Yujiro Hanma, the walking monster. Every time he moves, people can feel it. You can feel him in the room. And when he's in the room, no one can run from him. I mean, they can, but the only difference I think that Yujiro Hanma has from Darth Vader is that I don't think Yujiro Hanma really wants to conquer anything. His desire has always been to be the strongest in the world, and essentially he is. But that's about it. Anyone else is just an insect to him. So, something to keep in mind. Yeah. Dark side. I picked dark side. I mean, it's obvious, you know. Dark side is his name, but he's definitely like he's got that conqueror again, galactic tyrant, or in this case, technically a multiversal. I think tyrant maybe. Don't quote me on that. But Darkseid he's the menace, man. The only character that can really lay a scratch on him is Superman. Unless, you know, there's something I missed in the comics. But yeah, imposes fear everywhere he goes. He can go to anywhere that he wants to go, and he's got his own world. I think I forget what his world is called, but they all fear him, and it looks like Mustafar. Like if you look at Darth Vader's Mustafar and you look at Darkseid's world, they look pretty similar in terms of like the vibe. Thanos, come on, Thanos. I almost put Apocalypse here. I had to get a Marvel representative, and Thanos seems to fit the mold a little bit more than Apocalypse. Just because Thanos, his whole idea, again, another galactic tyrant, another person that imposes fear anywhere he goes. But when you hear Thanos, you're seeing that other characters are forced into action. They're forced to take on this galactic threat, this universal threat. So I would definitely think that he's got that Darth Vader vibe. Now, obviously, he's obsessed with death. He wants, he wants to impress death. Now, you could say that death is his Padme, but the problem is, death doesn't want anything to do with him. So much so that he's been banned. He's been banned from death. So I think he's got that Darth Vader energy. Seriously. Ganondorf. Now, granted, y'all are probably not gonna like me in the comments after I say this, but I haven't played a single Legend of Zelda game. Not a single one. But I played enough Smash to know that Ganondorf is somebody you don't mess with, and he's got that look to him. He's always the villain in Legend of Zelda, at least from my understanding of the story, and anytime he's around, only one person can take him out, and that's Link. So again, feared by everyone, destroyed by one. Darth Vader. M. Bison. Now, I almost gave him the Emperor card too. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, not all the way. Not really. He can embody an Emperor type of mindset. Shout out to Eddie H for the art here. But I still think he's got that Darth Vader. He's still limited a little bit. Like Darth Vader, I would say that he's only one, maybe two characters in all of Street Fighter can beat M. Bison, and so there goes that. And then again, he has an entire army. He has an entire army at his disposal, pretty much. And he commands a lot of people with his Shadaloo empire. So I say he's got more of a Darth Vader vibe. Kazuya Nishi. I almost put Heihachi here instead, but Heihachi is more of an emperor type than Kazuya is. Kazuya, again, wants to be pretty much the strongest. He wants to be in control of everything. He wants to be unbeatable. And he imposes fear. What we learned in Tekken 8, what we got from Tekken 8, nobody wants to touch this man. I mean, of course there's gonna be people who try, but nobody's gonna want to touch him. Nobody can touch him. And for the most part, the only person, everybody in Tekken 8 was like, hey, let's get Jin trained up. His son, again, Star Wars situation, father-son battle, just saying. Darth Vader. Straight up. Now, of course, you know, I couldn't just stick to comics and video games. I had to hit y'all with the WWE, the Undertaker. The Undertaker was always the most feared man in the room every time he showed up, especially when he showed up out of nowhere. People would fall out when they saw the Undertaker. So, definitely a Darth Vader archetype in my book. We got Zeus. Zeus is almost an emperor type, but here's the thing. Zeus can be beaten. Zeus has been beaten many times. Usually by just one person. He's been beaten by... Has he been beaten by Hercules? His own son? I think. Don't quote me. Of course, in the God of War franchise, I actually almost put Kratos in this spot. But he's actually a little bit more like another character than Darth Vader. Granted, Kratos also is feared anywhere he goes. But Zeus commands his own empire. He commands... Even the gods, even the other gods are afraid of him. Even the Titans are afraid of him. So I would say he's got more of a Darth Vader pull than anything else. And of course, Agent Smith. I had to give y'all Agent Smith. And the reason why I had to top it off with Agent Smith was because he's probably the most unstoppable. No, he is. He is the most unstoppable force in all of Matrix. Anytime he's in the room, you know who's walking out, and you know who's running. Agent Smith is going to be able to walk out of that room, and everybody else is running away from him. The only other person, the only people that dare to attack him are Neo, Morpheus, and Trinity. That's it. And Morpheus and Trinity didn't stand a chance. Morpheus got close. But Neo, he was the one. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. If y'all want another video on this, let me know. I may do a part 2. And I got a couple of other videos I got in the works, working on a few of them. I did a double take on my last video on my Spartan Zero costume wish list, but I think I'm satisfied with it. I'm good with it, and I'm going to be satisfied with this one, and I'm going to let it be and enjoy myself. And I hope you like it too. Y'all have a good day, y'all.